Hello everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. In the last part, we did the double gym special, which I was quite happy with. And of course I kept with more Missy Elliott songs, you know, as soon as the battle finished. I mean, how could I forget? Oh, what was the one I just forgot it again. I just ended up forgetting it again. Oh yeah, is it work? You put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. Yeah. How the heck did I forget that one? I can't believe I forgot that, and I done this. But anyway, today's goal is just a simpler one. We're just gonna complete all the Academy stuff because we've got access to the Academy stuff. And this episode, we're just gonna do all the. I'll try to make sure I'm doing stuff as quick as I can. I was training a few Pokemon for Pokemon Home because I wanted to add some to the Pokedex on there. Because this is the first episode since we got the Home update. I was just and because they got like special challenges, like you got to send like Pokemon the gym leaders have, or the Paradox Pokemon. I just thought I'd use my guest account to just quickly get them done. Might do some training. Yeah, we'll keep the Squavets in for now for the funds. You know what, just for funsies, here we go, Squavette, have yourself a nice rare candy. Have a big candy. Stuffed cheeks. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip all these. We'll keep Body Slam though. A lovely staple there. Swap out Tackle for Body Slam. I want you to evolve. Come on, Squavette, help me out here. You got Rest. I thought you'd evolve at level 18. There we go. There's a squirrel. We're getting a lucky evolution in. We pray for the lucky squirrel. We'll sort out your move list later. And we're just gonna pop here. We're just gonna pop here with the squad. And Ugalde's gonna go back out for now. Yeah, so we're in the 3rd of June for this recording. 3rd of June for this recording. And just doing a bit of tinkering on Pokemon Home. Yeah, this is mainly going to be a focus. This is going to be a classic ASMR. I'm just going to go around the school and do me stuff. Okay, so we'll first talk to Jacques, Miriam and Professor Clavel, or Director Clavel. Oh hey CJK, sorry you're looking for me, but I've been away from the nurse office lately. Do you need something from me? Yes, let's have a chat. Because we're buddies, we're best buddies. Are your Pokemon hurt? Just a sec. There we go, little first aid. You must really have adventure out there, judging from all them scrapes and cuts. Oh yeah, I guess it's pretty unusual for me to be out of the nurse office like this. Well, I'm actually doing a bit of studying. Now I'll try my best at health teacher exam one more time. You can do it! You can do it! I believe! Just so you know, it's not totally because I'm inspired by somebody's work hard at their treasure hunt, okay? That means she is. And it's probably us. Me specifically. Based nurse. You can count on us any time, Nurse Miriam. Okay, so who else can we see? Go to the biology lab first, and then speak to Director Clavel. But I got a good lore going on for Director Clavel. When I saw this pop up, I'm like, you know, we got to do the thing now. Basically, according to reports, him doing his role as Clive is apparently stuck to him as himself now. He's stuck with the Clive voice even as himself now. Well, big Pokemon, little Pokemon, you've got Pokemon this specific size. So much data, so much to analyse. Oh, sorry about that, I got a little excited there. My Pokemon research is moving forward at a great pace thanks to your efforts. Here, take this. 220 Ultra Balls, nice. You're natural at this Pokemon catching thing, but your next one aim for 200. And that's a tour, keep tossing those balls and don't give up. Oh yeah, speaking of which, we should probably check my Pokedex out now that I've got 100. Get some extra tasty rewards. Yay, Nest Balls. Stardust. Ooh, M candies for 110. I think we'll take some of that. And let's see Director's office. Director, apparently you said to the nurse that you've got a bit of Clive-itis. What do you mean by that, Director? Ah, Master CJK, how kind of you stop by? I must say I'm pleased to see you on school grounds again. Travel and adventure certainly has a place, but it does one good to attend class as well, no? Speaking of which, there is something I would much like to ask you. Understand you've joined a variety of classes during your time at the academy. We may ask which of your faculty members have made the most memorable impression on you. Okay, so we've got all of these guys here. And we'll do this via a playthrough wise here. And you know what, we will go with Miss Dreadnought on this one. Because we like her style. we quite like the style. Oh, Miss Dreadnought from Battle Class, you say? Well, she's a fine teacher and most upbeat and cheerful woman. We're truly blessed with so many wonderful teachers and staff members at the Over Academy. I firmly believe that our faculty is second to none in their commitments to our students' ongoing education and well-being. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, Master CJK. Sorry, need a bit of a lodgings. Nothing suspicious, I'm not Clive after all. I don't know what you mean. And it's definitely not because I've been too busy climbing out. Okay, so now that we've chatted to everyone at the moment, let's take some classes. Starting with, we'll start from the top. We'll start with the top. Do some Mr. Jacques class. Basically, by doing the final exams and completing them, we get 5 M candies from each of them. And we'll definitely be saving them up for when we get to the end of the game. Because M candy's still quite good. Hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I might put some on my scroll vent. We might add that scroll vent to the team. Or that gradient now. Thanks for asking my little questions at the end too. I'll be sure to keep your responses in mind. Alright, we're heading to the last half of our classes together. Time for our knowledge to evolve and grow just like our Pokemon. Evolution! Haha, evolution. You're going to learn about some fascinating phenomena of Pokemon evolution.
As your Pokemon battle and level up, they learn moves to get stronger. Now some Pokemon, once they level up enough, their appearance changes, stats increase by a lot. That's Pokemon evolution. Pokemon become very strong when they evolve, making them trusty partners in battle, but some people keep their Pokemon in adorable pre-evolved states. To do this, you just remember a certain button when you press it. Say with me, you want to cancel evolution, press the B button. That's what everyone B for best answer.
B for beast.
The button I want you to stop a Pokemon from evolving is the B button. If you press this soon after a Pokemon begins to evolve, you can start it from changing. Also, you get the Pokemon holding on those the Everstone keep it from evolving, and keep it quiet. It's different Pokemon to Pokemon. Some may evolve having a certain items just as a Fire Stone or Thunderstone use on them. Others may have learned specific move or defeat specific Pokemon battle to evolve. The way Primeape evolves to Annihilate is especially strange. You see there's a certain move that
Rage Fist 20 times.
Sorry, we're out of time. I have to end class here today. Thank you for all your attention. I think what we'll do is we won't do too much at the moment on the classes. We'll do half and half. We'll do half the classes we can do currently. And then the next episode we'll do the Fairy Star base, and then we'll go back to more Academy stuff in the third episode. Before we get to, do you remember the final question for our midterm exam? Well, Director Clavel found out and I got yelled at. Oops! Apparently he could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. He must notice all the colours flushing right out my face, haha. Speaking of colours, I like to teach you all about colours they pertain to a certain Pokemon. Some Pokemon have slightly different coloration on their patterns depending on their gender or individual differences. In very rare cases, a Pokemon may have wildly different coloration compared to the others of the same species. We call these specimen shiny Pokemon. It's quite rare to come cross paths with one. Does anyone know what like your find a shiny Pokemon is? 1 in 4,000. Do you have any higher numbers? Because I'm pretty sure it's a higher number. Well, that's why we had to make some of Pokemon Professor. See, shiny Pokemon appear at a rate in 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? The probability of encountering one Pokemon in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg too. Eggs from a pair of Pokemon raised on different languages are a special case. There's a higher average chance that shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs. We haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. I've also rumours of a charm that increases the likelihood of trying shiny Pokemon you have in your bag. Can you believe that? It's claimed from besides every valid, but sure be funny if it were true. Class! I demand the rebellion against this teacher. He has the shiny charm. We must capture him. And guess what? I get the shiny charm once I evolve me in my main game, me Cat into the Masquerada, because I did get the Pokemon Home update. Well, and I did. Yeah, that's why I had to do some things to me Violet main save and. Because, you basically have to do a transfer to get the free starters. So once I've got that, all I've got to do is just evolve me Florgato into a Masquerada, and I've got the 400 Pokemon mini Pokedex. And that's not bad, because I got all my Pokemon before DLC this time. So that is another Pokemon game that I've got the Pokedex on. I've got it 100% on Pearl, well, DS Pearl. I've still got save file for that. And I clocked in the 999. I might have said it before, but basically all the 9s. And that's thanks to Battle Revolution mostly. What else? I think I got the full Pokedex. Oh, Sword and Shield, including the DLC Sword and Shield stuff. I think those are the only ones I got really. I want to say I got it on Black and White 2, or no, Black and White 1, but no, I don't think so. Anyway, in ordinary Rotom, however, can change forms like entering washing machines, microwave ovens, and electronic appliances. Rotom's a bit of an exception, though. Many Pokemon can change forms simply by holding an item or having one used on them. Oricorio, for example, has 4 different forms it can change when given certain nectars. Pokemon may even change slightly or learn different moves from when they change from. From changed appearances from evolution, the Pokemon can return to its original form. And unlike shiny Pokemon, which can't change their special coloration, same individual Pokemon go back and forth between its forms. There's lots of this form change phenomenon, as you can see. We all learn something from Pokemon. It's a bit of a stretch, but I see you all during your time at the Academy to the fullest and change form into a new version of yourself. Or something like that anyway. Almost forgot. Regional forms where, based on what regions Pokemon came from, don't change like other forms. They are inanimate. God damn it, sir! God damn it, sir! These questions could be on the goddamn test.
Yeah, so that's basically, yeah, I think this we'll call this episode Homeschool. Okay, now let's get our first 5 candies and do the finals. I think the toughest tests in this one are the... Really not... Oh, I'm trying to think. I think this one was quite tough. I'm trying to remember which ones I was having difficulties with. I think I remember from the questions. How many of the following 4 methods make it easy to catch a Pokemon? Paralysis, as far as I'm behind. 2. True or false, you get new Pokemon. You can get new Pokemon only by catching them yourselves or trading with other trainers. That's true. If Pokemon's holding an Everstone, will using items such as a Fire Stone cause it to evolve? I think it does. What's possibly a run to a shiny Pokemon? 1 in 4,000. Pokemon's Orikura has 3 forms. It's false, it's got 4. Did I see anything on my class? Thank you for being a teacher. Mate, you get caught, but you get regardless. I think we messed this one up. We can always retry though. We can always retry. So we definitely want these extra candies, especially blowing it all on a squirrel. 3 questions and 4 questions. 3. Oh, we just made it. We just made it. Hey. I think the maths. I want to say it was the maths one, but the language ones, the language questions are quite tough though, because especially when we get to the language ones coming up, basically the Pokemon's cry and it doesn't sound like happy, sad, or angry at all. Oh, hello everyone, well done on their midterm exams. Some of you earned perfect scores and others seem to have regret to shuffle, but I can tell you all tried your best. I'm quite pleased to say that everyone last but one of you passed, and only soon at least you have to come to love numbers. Stay sharp, try your best for the rest of my classes too. Speaking of staying sharp, do you know how that word applies to Pokemon battles? That's what it has to do with stat boosts. Pokemon stats can rise and fall throughout the course of battle, correct? For example, if Pokemon uses the word work up, its special attack and attack all rise by 1 stage each. You may notice how Pokemon's attack or special attack rise by 1 stage move effectively by that stat will deal 50% more damage. Yeah, that same Pokemon was from our previous and will use work up both attack and so they will by 2 stages total. As a result, it's a 100% increase to damage dealt, making them move twice as strong. Sword Dance has a group attack by 2 stages at once, allowing the Pokemon to deal double damage just after a single use. Using Sword Dance twice would boost the Pokemon's attack by 4 stages. How much more damage would this Pokemon deal? Triple damage. Well, that's great. Yeah, it's a difficult question with ease. Each stage of Pokemon attacks is increased by 50%. So raising by 4 stages, resulting in 4 times 50% or 200% increase. The base damage move of 100% is added to 200%, and that gives us perfect 300%. In other words, the next move Pokemon use will deal triple damage. Type matchups, critical hit damage, and other factors we play into these calculations as well. And this is where I get to talk to you about Smogon. No, Mrs. Ryan, no. It rose drastically, that's 3 stages. Just so you know, X attack and X special attack can only be used in battle, can be used to sharply boost those respective stats. Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now, what a shame. Today's lesson was a little bit difficult, but be sure once you learn Sword to stay sharp. I see you all in class again. I think we'll do art next, because apparently I've still got 6 left to go. Or if we do these 2, then we can do 3 the next episode and 3 the next one. Did you make sure to review last class's material and stay sharp? I know it's a little difficult about talking multiplications and percentages and the likes, but today we talk about percentages again to learn about probability. This may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did you or you have already dealt with probability on a regular basis? Pokemon move generally have a probability called accuracy, which determines the probability that they will hit. The accuracy of tackle is 100%, so if you use the tackle 100 times, you would expect to hit it 100 all the time. The move Hypnosis, which puts a Pokemon to sleep, has an accuracy of 60 or 60%. That means you expect to hit 60 times and 100 uses. Right, in the way, out of 100 uses, you expect to miss 40 times. Or if you're the actual game itself, only 30. Many of the truly powerful moves often tend to have lower accuracy. When you decide to go slow and say with the moves that are sure to hit or hard, and fast with strong but less accurate moves, you've studied probability. Then we see perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump would be good examples of this discussion. Surf has a power of 90, its accuracy is 100, meaning you expect to hit it every time. Hydro Pump is only 80, but it hits power when it's 110. Between Surf and Hydro, which one would you use yourself? I would use Surf. Oh my, I see it's slow and steady wins the race for you. No, Surf's got a power of 90. Surf may as well be a 100, it's that good. I may have made sound there was a correct answer, but there's not. You're free to use any move as you wish. Factors like PP or numbers of target may make some moves more used in certain situations. However, trading accuracy for power or vice versa is a purely matter of preference. The Surf versus Hydro Pump debate has been going on for quite some time. It's not. Trust me, Pokemon Company.
Trust me, it don't. Personally, I invested in my debate in rock-type moves like Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Oh, that one's easy to sort out. That's Stone Edge. They see Rock Slide and Stone Edge have the same accuracy. And Stone Edge is a lot more stronger. That one we can... Well, good day, what's up YouTube? And today my Eloise used Focus Miss while I was still able to sweep. Only on Midnight's channel. Hello everyone, I hope we can have fun once again today for our last class together. Last time I learned about probability using an accuracy move as an example. Probability is quite an interesting subject. Did you know there's a class with 40 students There's a 90% chance two of them will have the same birthday. This is true even despite the fact that there are over 300 days in a year, which isn't that remarkable? But move on to today's topic before we begin with probability again. And we teach you how to calculate damage in class, like type matchups, critical hit, stat boosts and the like. All these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to an opponent. Now, did you know there's an even simpler way to increase your damage of Pokemon moves? All you have to do is have your Pokemon use a move it shares its type with. A Rock-type Pokemon uses Rock-type move, Stone Edge. The move's base power of 100 is multiplied by 1.5 to become 150. Rock and Ground types may seem like similar types, but if a Ground-type Pokemon uses Stone Edge, the move's power will remain 100. Super effective moves and critical hits also add multipliers since this little number increase, so it's most certainly might not be taken lightly. Let me ask you a question to see what you understand what I'm talking about here. Say you have a move with a power of 100, if a Pokemon shares a type with this move, uses it and hits its opponent that it's weak to, what type will happen to that move's power? It becomes 300. You did that calculation on your head, well done! First of all, using a move that shares a type with user boosts the power of 100 by 1.5, making its power 150. The fact that the opponent's weak to the move then doubles it from 150 to 300. The original Hollow move ends up being tripled, isn't that amazing? Once more, if a Pokemon terrestrializes its Terra type matches on its original types, then the bonus it gets on its move is that same type increases from 1.5 to 2. Of course, being able to use a lot of moves of different types is great and all as well, but one way you can surprise your opponent. In the end, your own innate characteristics are what you use to shine the most. Does that mean I can use Tackle on Onyx? Now listen here, you little crap. Bear in mind that's true for both humans and Pokemon. Now, I'm sure make me happy you could take these words to heart. I also should have said this basic advice from our first lesson. My apologies. And just like that, class is over. The last of our time together, it flew by a blink of an eye. So much to teach you eager shoes about numbers. We've gone to 19, now we're talking 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. That's right, this ASMR school session is all about me dropping some cheeky memes and jokes, while at the same time as well. Yeah, we'll do the maths final with Miss Time. Yeah, because we still need to speak to all of these teachers as well to get extra awards as well. But let's do this test.
Put me concentrating face on. Alright, going to be an final exam. I'm sure the phonics moves out of my class will serve you answers. How many Great Walls could you purchase with if one cost 600 each? 5. A water type Pokemon, 100 lands a critical hit on a grass type Pokemon, what would the move's power be? Critical hit on a grass type Pokemon, it'd be 75. Under normal conditions, what percentage does Stone Hedge have lands critical hit? That is 12% because it's a special move that does that. The Pokemon with Sword Dance twice moves attacked by 4 stages, and how will its physical moves do? It will do quadruple. Triple damage. A rock type Pokemon whose Terra type is rock type terrestrializes, all its moves be powered by 2. Alright, everyone, put your hands on your laps now. This test was a accumulation of all I taught you. You did all just fine. I think this is a 5 out of 5. We'll definitely complete it for sure. We definitely got this one for sure. We need 5 more medium candies. Hooray! And we'll do one more class and then we'll make this an early episode finisher. Or unless we speak to Miss Wright now. Because Jack doesn't really have anything apart from showing him the Pokedex, really. That's the... There we go. CJK, you scared me. Were you cooking something? We let you cook. Time, we need to cook. Oh no, I'm not here for food relating at all. I was just walking around the entrance hall, and I just felt that intense gaze I told you about before. So I quickly ducked into the cafeteria here. Our cafeteria only has one entrance, so I won't be able to discover the identity of the person watching me, if they followed me in here. Ah, someone's come just now. And that's weird. I thought I saw her come in here. I guess I won't be able to ask my question today either. That girl, I think I've seen her several times before. She seems to be a student here, but I get the feeling that questions not about her studies. Next time I'll see her, maybe I'll go start the conversation myself. Could be a little scary here on my own, I'm glad you're here with me. Alright. And I think it's the final trusting time as well. So we'll see if we've got any more dialogue. Ah, yes. You know your sister, Missy Elliott, right? What does the mean in that song? What does that even mean? She won't reveal the secrets. I thought as the sister to Missy Elliott, Rocky Elliott. Help me keep an eye out, would you? I've set up a little ambush here for...
I learned this from America. An ambush? But you see, it's not very pleasant knowing that she's just staring at me all the time. And now I know what she looks like. I've seen her in the cafeteria. Aha, but she hasn't snuck. But she hasn't trapped you. You haven't trapped her in here. She's trapped us in here instead. Time, how did you know I? What a twist. I guess you noticed me. I'm so sorry. Well, of course you noticed. You were watching me all day, every day, after all. I assume there's something you want to ask me. Yes, I do. I've been a huge fan of yours since your time as a gym leader, and I love rock-type moves so very much. And I think rock slide's totally more better than Stone Edge. Hold me back, time, hold me back. They have the same accuracy. Stone misses just stronger, could I? Oh my, but you just suddenly retired from your post as a gym leader a year and a half ago. Why did you quit? My goodness, that's all you wanted to ask? Yes, your reason for retirement never made public. But it's well known among the students that you just avoid questions any time it's asked. I thought it'd be rude to ask you a question that you don't want to answer, so I couldn't find the courage to ask. So that's why your gaze felt so intense, I see. Forgive me. So very intense. Oh, never mind. That's the reason I quit my job with you. I just wanted to focus more on my job as a teacher. It's not that I dislike being a gym leader or anything of that sort. Quite the contrary, talk about gyms fill me with feelings of nostalgia and sadness. That's why I always avoid answering the questions when students ask. Oh, I see. Do you have any plans of becoming a gym leader again? No, I'm afraid I do not plan to do so. My sister's doing a splendid job as a gym leader in my stead. I personally find being a teacher most enjoyable these days, but since I am in fact your teacher, I wish you call me Miss Time. As students do, not just time. I'm sad to hear that, but I understand. Thank you so much, Miss Time. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery. I made me so nervous. I just learned to sound so cool. I was suddenly looked scared when that girl intense gazed upon me. But having you here allowed me to do what was needed to be done. Facebook turned out to be one of my biggest fans. I must thank you for always showing up at the right time. 50 rock terror shards. That means we can have a rock terror type Pokemon now. Hooray! So we 100% dated a teacher. 100% compatible.
What would be the best Pokemon to use the Rock Terror type for? sleepy paws maybe? You might not end up using it, but it might come in handy, you never know. Anyway, let's do one more class and then we'll go to the Team Star fight in the next episode. And then we can do the dragon one. We can do the dragon fight, then we do 2 more classes, and then whatever. Then yeah, we'll do that. But we'll do the art one first because that might be the quickest one.
Hello, class. This is I Hustle yet again. I'm pleased that everyone did well on the midterm exams. As a reward for your hard work, we have a special guest visiting us today. Now then, Brassy, please come in. Ah, greetings. That's the trainer who we kicked butt ages ago. I'm Brassius. I'm an artist and I focus exclusively on grass-type Pokemon for my work. Brassius here creates 3-dimensional pieces such as statues and the like. One of his major works and installations titled in Artisans called the Surrender in Sunflora. Many of you challenge the Artisan Gym are no doubt familiar with these sculptures. Yes, I do recognise some of you faces among you students. Me! He's talking about me! Yeah, Nemona's not in this one, so I can brag more. I hope you understand how fortunate we attended Hass's class. Old Hass, the man who saved when I had lost all hope and given up on myself. He never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say he was a mentor in life. It is precisely thanks to Hass that I was able to establish my current art style. Ah, dear Brassy, I have nothing against reminiscing about old times, but today I hope you display class in the only way you can. Of course. Let's see, why don't we discuss what Hass mentioned, surrender in Sunflora. Can anyone tell me what mood I was in when I crafted this detached expression? Probably the same as me now, every time I upload an episode. Oh. No, completely. When I made that sculpture, I had surrendered all hope and I was prepared to give up everything. I had no resolve to give up my life as an artist, and that piece did not receive proper recognition. Hence the name Surrender in Sunflora. That's exactly it, Haas. When I started as an artist, I experienced many hardships. I even became deathly ill, and I fell into a slump that drove me into desperation. I began worrying about myself like a cell was if I saved this fame and fortune. But all my pieces were aside had no depth, and they were all shallow trash. They were not bold and brash. It was then I met Haas, and he helped me realise how petty I was being, and I'll spare you the details. I was able to leave it all behind. So then I crafted the Sunflora. Remarkable, I didn't even know the full story until now. It's kind of thing hard to tell someone, especially when they're so close to you. I have no doubt in your adolescence will often find your heads crowded with worries. My advice to you is simply be honest with yourself, do whatever your heart desires, so as long as you don't cause trouble, that is. That's all from me. Let's go, feeling a bit embarrassed. I bid farewell to you, Haas, and farewell to you pupils as well. Oh, Brassy, I can't believe it's such a wonderful class. Thanks. So much. What the heck was that? Oh god, I'll be doing this during the gym leader fight as well, so you know. Okay, let's go back to the arch. Guys, we might need to get Professor Gibble back in. Hello, it's I, Hassel, yet again. First, I want to apologise for using my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brassius' story that I couldn't contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. Suddenly got a very stern talking to from Miss Time after that class, yes? It was, oh damn, Miss Time's on beatdown patrol. She is giving the smackdown to all students and teachers, but more the teachers. Now, any of you heard of 10 sites of Paldea? Yes, they make amazing checkpoints if you find them. As the name would imply, there's 10 sites in Paldea and they're all considered particularly beautiful. Among them, I'd say the Grand Olive Orchard is likely most accessible. You can find field from olive trees on the hillway to Cortondo. 2 waterfalls counted among these sites, Fury Falls and Casioia Falls. And then there's the peak of Glacendo Mountain, known as the Paldea's highest peak. There's another cliff on Glacendo Mountain that names after a rather unique shape. This one is called the Glacendo Reach. Oh no. A very good guess, but I think something reaching out stretched farther though. The 3-pronged gliss is known as Glacendo's Grasps. Though its shape's far too stubby to get on human hands, I imagine more of it will be like a Pokemon's hand grabbing something. There's also the mountains in Area 3 of the Eastern Forest. You get to look at an adventure. It's practically gorgeous at night. In fact, the view so it's known as the Million-Volt Skyline. I hear it's quite a hot spot for dates and deservedly has such a romantic view. But imagine what the kids do say a fleek selfie spot. Then I dab on you, Wagwan. Fortnite might be alright, but have you children tried out
MS Paint.
Okay, time to take that last art class. Hello class, it's I, Hassel, yet again. My, how time flies, as they say. Indeed, that time has certainly flown by. Oh, this is our last class. Sir, the last class was only 5 minutes ago. Now, for our topic today, which is unrelated to art. There's also absolutely no set definition as to what art should be. Let's cover the discussion and see where it takes us. There are 2 things we should focus on today, ribbons and marks. Both ribbons and marks are special honours that capture a Pokemon's quality. There are times where a Pokemon gives maximum effort or has noteworthy experience. In recognition of experience and accomplishment, given a ribbon. To give an example, I've managed to become incredibly close to a Pokemon and be granted the Best Friends ribbon. Indeed, there's a Pokemon in Castle Farafik and gave your Pokemon a Best Friend ribbon. Marks, on the other hand, are found on wild Pokemon you meet them for the first time. They symbolize a character of a Pokemon with the Rowdy or the Vigor mark. It completely to look when you enter a Pokemon with these marks. So if you aim to catch a Pokemon with a mark, rejoice at your astounding fortune. Anyone know what special thing you can do with a Pokemon that has ribbons or marks? You can change their title. Your knowledge is impressive. The correct answer is Pokemon with ribbons or marks with given titles. What's one if you send to battle displaying a title of your choosing? Hang on, you can send out a Gibble with the best friends over declaring, "Go, Gibble, the great friend." And while I know I just said generally you found a Pokemon when you meet it for the first time, it seems that more recent Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. Marks such as the Gourmand mark, the Item Finder mark, the Partner mark, and so on. And might be fun to find out which Pokemons use that name as a clue. Okay, so we'll end the episode once we've chatted to Hassel and we've done the exam. And then in the next part, we're going to be taking on the Fairy Team Star Leader. Not just yet. The finals. Oh, but it's okay. In the next part, we'll do the fairy type team star, and then we'll do the 2 classes afterwards. The Treasure Eatery. Brassius's, that was discussed in class. It was surrendering some flora.
How many waterfalls are counted among the 10 sites of Haldane? There are 2. Where can you find a million-volt skylight in Da Vinci? The marks the Pokemon has are present when you first meet them and none can be added later. True. Thank you, Mr. Hassel. I think there's going to be a 4 out of 5. Hooray! It was definitely the last question for sure. Okay, so let's quickly have a look at what we've got to do left. So we're gonna do two after the Team Star one. We're gonna do 2 after the Titan one, and that'll be my plan. But for now, we're gonna end the episode on chatting to Hassel. There he is.
Oh, why, hello there, young CJK. I'm sorry, I lost in for I didn't notice your approach. I feel I must again apologise for what transpired in the schoolyard. What are you talking about? I'm, of course, referring to how I rather suddenly had to take my leave while so engaged in conversation. That woman who showed up is a dragon tamer, a relative of mine, I might add. You see, I come from a very long of trainers who specialise in dragon-type Pokemon. There was a child in our family who was expected to stand out his head and lead it to greatness. That young lad's rebellious little fellow that he was ran away from home one day. He made quite a show of it too, swear he'd make a living with music. A lot's happened since then. Now he's the art teacher and Elite Four member before you. After I so rudely took my leave out during the last conversation, my dear relative encouraged me to give up teaching and return home at last. I've been told the current leader of my family my father is in poor health. But I do apologise, and perhaps I'm not cut out for teaching after all. What sort of a teacher grumbles on his own students? You're a great teacher, sir. Ah, my dear Sir, you have no idea how much your words mean to me. Thank you so much. And now we go to the art room. And we're going to wrap up the Mr. Hassel. And why, hello there, CJK. You always seem to appear in most crucial of moments. The most crucial. You see... Mr. Hassel, I'm here to collect you. So I see. I'm glad you finally made up your mind about taking your place as leader of the family. Well, it's indeed true that I made up my mind. I've made up my mind to continue teaching at the academy. How could you? Are you saying you don't care I'm so a proud lineage? I'm saying that I have other priorities. Have a look at the art decorating this room, would you? The children are letting their senses, their perspectiveness grow freely. I do not wish to say that protecting our family's ancient bloodline is no importance. I simply wish to see young talent blossom and grow into the future. It just seems so much more fun to me, if I be honest. What utter nonsense! And yet, your fearless, unflinching commitment to that nonsensical vision proves that you are worthy of carrying the will of the dragons, Master Hassel. I will not give up. I will come as many times you need to change your mind. And all by means, if the door is open, I think you'll soon find you've met your match in stubbornness. You thought a wee cowboy some stories spun upon my father's desolated health. I'm not so easily fooled. I will return home another day. I'm so glad to see all of that. I think you wanted me to see it. I was so very close to resigning on my post and return to my home. But students gave me the courage to say no. That includes you, CJK. You truly brought worth to my strength. Take this, if you will, and insignificant as it may be, expressing a full breath of my gratitude. Dragon Terror Shards. Now let's be clear to all. I, Hustle, will continue my chosen path as instructor to the use of our world. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up here, and join us in the next part where we are going to challenge the Team Star leader. I'm going to organise my team nicely because we are taking on the fairy type gym leader.
And who knows, we might do some training with Greedon. Our little squirrel for the day might make a little appearance. So I need to come up with a good plan of attack for this one. So farewell and cheerios.